Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our semi-main event of the evening. 6 by 3 minute rounds. We do it in the super middleweight division, and this bout is brought to you thanks to No Limit Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out the fighters. First of all, fighting out of the red corner, this is Marcus Haywood.
Here comes Marcus Haywood, who's been a tremendous gatekeeper for those in and around the super middleweight division. If you look at his story so far, he had a draw against Danilo Criati, who of course went 10 rounds with Michael Zarafa and Nikita Tszyu, and arguably won that in many people's lights.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to his opponent to fight out of the blue corner. He is the rising star. This is Callum Peters.
The man they call 50 Cal. I asked him where the moniker came from. He said, look, you can't hide from a 50 caliber bullet, and you can't hide from me. A South Australian, it's not a place that is known for its boxing pedigree. Never before had a male boxing world champion. He wants to bring big-time boxing there. He's running parallel careers at the moment. His form in the amateurs is sensational. He is the #1 ranked amateur according to BoxRec at the moment in the middleweight division. He's off to the World Championships coming up in September between the 4th and the 14th in Liverpool. And he doesn't see that there is any issue that he can continue to do both, starting the next Olympic cycle as the prohibitive favourite. And he's on a hot run early in his pro career now in his 4th fight. He's 9 years Haywood's junior. He holds a height and a reach advantage. You see the differential on the scales yesterday, just half a kilo winner.
Gentlemen, I've already given you both your instructions in the dressing room, so I'm just going to remind you again. Obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch them up, back you go. Best of luck to you both. Good luck, guys.
Like the Lupe Fiasco line, if you are who you say you are, a superstar. In Callum Peters' case, he's meant to win tonight against Marcus Haywood, but you survive the experience. You don't often beat Haywood comprehensively, and we've seen that.
Okay, let's go.
The likes of Biggs and Mikhailovich and Morgan and Jackson. He's hung in with all of them. How does the experience of Haywood go against a rising star in Peters tonight? 6 3-minute rounds, super middleweight division. Just the 4th time out in the pro ranks for Callum Peters. And immediately he goes to work to the body. Corbin Middlemass and former world champion Liam Paro on the call. What are you on the lookout for early tonight, Lance?
Mate, I rate Callum Peters, one of the best talents here in the country. He's had all three fights by stoppage, and like you said, you know how tough Haywood is. So if Peters can get him out of here, it's going to just really certify his power and his experience, and I think we're going to see it pretty shortly.
And he's banging early. Look at him absolutely rip. Huge volume puncher, as promised. Callum Peters. Haywood trying to keep him honest and get him off him. Countering back. Peters, thumping punch, just snaps the head back of Haywood, who retreats to the ropes. Peters goes to work to the body. He takes a knee.
There you go, that power's real.
5, 6, 7, 8. You all right? Okay.
And we continue on the fast twitch muscle fibres of Callum Peters with the 10-ounce gloves.
Look for it. Set it up.
And he's pressing for an early shower tonight. Again, rips to the body and another knockdown.
3, 4. No.
Callum Peters.
Yeah.
The star continues to rise.
That 4-0, full first round knockouts.
Less than half a round. We knew he was good, Liam Paro, but he might be better than we thought.
Oh, mate, I'm excited to keep watching this kid's career. I'm a fan.
There's a reason nobody wants it with him. Callum Peters, one of the most avoided guys already across 3 different weight classes in and around the middleweight division. And he is avoided for a reason. And here is how it happened. And it was 2 vicious shots to the body. We didn't even get to the halfway stage of the opening round.
No, exactly right. And like I said, it just shows the power he's got.
What are you seeing him, Lamb, as a young prospect? What does he do well?
It's everything, and it's the power, you know what I mean? His record speaks for itself, but the position of his punches. Look, every time he wanted to land that body shot, he did, and It was the only 2 times that I put Haywood to the deck.
He said he was surprised when he put the 10-ounce gloves on about just how limited cushioning there was in them. He doesn't seem to have too many issues using those.
Oh, absolutely not. He finds a home with them and puts them away very, very early. But you don't get paid overtime in the sport, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get set to make this one official. We'll get our 2 fighters to center ring. Ladies and gentlemen, again, put your hands together for both of our fighters for our semi-main event of the evening. But ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 25 of round number 1. Your victor by TKO, making it 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 first round knockouts. The rising star, it goes to the blue corner, Callum 50 Cal Peters.
You got no legs, but you got some fucking power, bro. I don't even think the bank slipped me that hard, bro. Fucking hell. Thanks, bro. You got me with some cracking shots and I stayed on my feet.
Callum Peters, his Haywood statements for a moment. Callum, that was a short night. How do you put all that into words?
He's not the last person to get stopped
great
by.
performance on at the start. Just, you know, like I knew I could get into the body. I knew he has a tough head. You can't stop someone with a tough head. So just work on that body and just put pressure on it. I knew he was going to try and come up with an advan or a hook, try and come under, get a little tap in there. Like once you get it the first time, you can get it the second time easily. But like Rick out there, he was right. The body shot's there. Good work, Rick.
Marcus, you're 9 years older than Callum. You were just chatting to him as we interrupted you. What were you telling him?
Oh, just the execution of the game plan was perfect, and I think it might be my last fight, to be honest. I'm getting a bit on now, and you know, well executed game plan by a young up and coming. You know, he's the real deal. So gotta move on from this one. If I can't stand and bang with these young guns, then I should probably hang it up, eh?
You said to me yesterday you've taken on the hardest fights on the shortest notice. How do you reflect on the journey that you've had in the ring?
Oh, it's been a hell of a journey, man. It's been awesome, and I appreciate every opponent that I've stepped in the ring with. I've learned so much over my life. So, yeah, boxing is an amazing sport, and you know, good luck to you, Callum. You're the real deal, man. Good luck to you in the future, bro.
Love you, bro.
Thanks to Marcus Haywood, a round of applause, absolutely. What a guy he's been for Australian boxing over a long period, and a warrior of the sport. Callum, back to you. You're obviously juggling parallel careers at the moment between the amateurs and the pros. How do you juggle both?
Look, I don't treat the sport any differently. You still run the same punch, aren't you? So you keep training hard. Like, the way how I train is always consistency and always, like, getting fight ready, always fight fit. But, yeah, just getting those dates sorted out, because, you know, you get a 3-day suspension, so got to get them lined up. But, yeah, like, if I can get a pro fight, I can. That'd be good. But next year should be a lot of opportunities for pro fights, so very exciting. We touched on in the call, 2 more things. We touched on in the call, you are one of the most avoided guys already. You're only 4 fights into your pro career. Who do you want next? Look, you have an only one point in front of me. I'm happy to take him on. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Everyone's scared of me. I don't know why. I'm all smile and happy, you know. I'm happy getting there, share the ring with anyone. Because once we're in the ring, we'll, like, you know, get connected and evolve as people. We're in there connected and punching on and out. We all love Bella, so. We got the futsal wheels again. We see these. Are these fast becoming your trademark? Yeah, no, I love the futsals. Lomachenko wears them. I wear them. I think they're pretty good. They're a lot lighter, a lot easier to move around. People are like, you're going to roll your ankle. I'm like, nah. Like in soccer, they always move their feet, don't they? Rolling ankles on you, not on the shoe. But yeah, I like them to stand out, look good. Well done tonight, Cal. We'll see you next time. No, thank you.